Hi, I'm Boyd. Thanks for watching The Freedom Habit. I'm wearing my favorite hat today. It says, Learn to Dream Again. I found this hat. It was during the big virus time, and we were shopping here in Thailand. It was probably back in 2022. And I came across this hat in a little store called Super Cheap. And I was like, if I ever needed to learn to dream again, this is the time, so I couldn't help but buy it. And it's meant a lot to me. I'm going to start today by reading 2 Corinthians 10:5, which is a very powerful Bible verse. We demolish arguments, every pretension that sets itself up against the knowledge of God, and take every thought captive to the obedience of Christ. See, right there, any thoughts, any person, anything that stands against the knowledge that we have a God, a creator, a source, is just to mislead us and to bring us into deception. Anything that stands against that is argumentative. Anything that stands against God and the fact that we are his children, his creation, made in his image, any of that stuff is argumentative and pretentious. Anything that stands against that or tries to teach you differently than that. So we need to let go of that right now. I know there's people out there who believe in atheism and everything else. I don't know. I don't even know how. We only see literally 0.0035% of visible reality. The visible spectrum available to humans is less than half of a percent of what's actually going on around us. There's all kinds of things going on around us. There's probably angels and dimensional beings and, just other dimensions, other versions of ourselves, the way we talk about jumping timelines. The things that surround us are so immense that they would blow our minds, which is why I believe the God, the source, limited us to seeing so very little because some of us can't even handle what we see now. I mean, I know a lot of us can. This world's pretty crazy. So I think that's very important, and another thing is we take every thought captive to the obedience of Christ, and that really means the Christ within. That means that the Christ consciousness within us, to know that we are I am, that we are one with the Creator, and that we are co-creators, that we make the situations in our world happen. The things we believe in cause and effect. The things we think of cause and effect on the outside world. That is what we see. That's what's reflected back to us, who we are being, what we are believing in. The things that we say and think and do become who we are. And then they just get recycled over and over again like Groundhog Day. And until we decide to make a change, to change the way we view the world, the way we view ourselves, our self-concept, our self-identity, until we change those things and know who we actually are, that we are eternal, that we are wealthy, that we are abundant, that we are loved, that we are infinite. We are so many things. And God even says in the Bible a lot of good things about us. We usually only hear the bad stuff when we go to church on Sunday, about how we're all sinners and falling short and all that stuff. But God says a lot of good things about us. He even calls us friends and children, and that we're dearly loved and made in his image. Those things are true. Those things are all there. They're all the truth as well. If you want to talk to us, we do half-hour sessions now. Also, we have a new free PDF that you can get. Just go down below. We have a new store. It's called Stan Store. So check out our store. There's books in there. There's free PDFs. And you can also sign up for a coaching session. I know it's not easy, but we do need to trust in the unknown. And really, trusting in the unknown is no different than trusting in the worst to happen. Because even when we put our faith in bad things happening, it's the unknown, because half the time or most of the time, we've already believed bad things are going to happen before we saw them happen. So we're imagining that. We're creating that in our imagination, and our imaginations are more powerful than knowledge. That's Einstein who said that. And I know I quote that one all the time. That's just amazing to me. Our imaginations are more powerful than knowledge. Everything that's ever been created was created from someone's imagination. Knowledge is just knowing things and spewing them off. And that's great. There's nothing wrong with knowledge. But imagination is creating something out of thin air, out of something that wasn't even there. And all of a sudden, someone has a light bulb goes off, and they have a vision, they have a thought, they have an idea, they have a plan. And they take a chance. And even though other people don't believe or don't see their vision, they still step into it, and they believe it and make it happen anyhow. When we give our power away to the 3D world, to the seen, the world that is seen, not unseen, because even in the Bible it says that everything that is seen is created and comes from the unseen. So the unseen, the invisible world, is what creates everything visible to our limited vision. But a lot of us just say, hey, that's just the way it is. That's true. That's true. Well, that's not true. The truth is that we're eternal. The truth is that we have the creator of heaven and earth and all that is seen and unseen living within us, and that we are co-creators, and we can make the world that we want to make. We can live and become the people that we were meant to always be, and have a beautiful, wonderful life that we get excited about, that we're excited to wake up to every day. We don't have to live in mediocrity and regrets. We could put those things away once and for all. So let's stop giving our power away to an illusion. This reality is an illusion. Don't put your faith in that. Put your faith in the Creator, the source of all things, that pumps your heart, that breathes your lungs. Creator of all. That's who we are one with, and we are creators made in their image. All right, I hope this encouraged you. Have a great day.